styles of the strange and exotic Girls' Day Out haul. Now we started out at, she picked me up 12:30. The moment I got out the door, sat down, started to goof off, she pulled in. Timed perfectly. All the way up until 11:20 did we return. Though we did stop off at her father's and just sort of watch TV, so we left. Actually, I think we came back from that around 8:30. So it was quite the day out. And if you've seen my daily vlog, I couldn't quite vlog everything, but I managed to have a system down. So I got what I could get and attempted to do some things. So these are the goodies that I got today, minus the I guess that was my reward for paying for lunch, because it's like, well, everybody's always kind of paid for me, and I'm like, you know, I've got some saved up now. It's like, you know, I'll take it this time, you know. So I felt like a grown-up. And when we're at the restaurant, one of the waitresses, or the seater, I don't know if there's a particular name for her, the lady that seats you at your seat goes, you know, I hope you don't find this creepy and things, but I love your look. And it's not like, it wasn't like, not like I like your hair, but I like your look, how you, the whole picture, you know. And I'm like, how do you respond to, like, you know, cool? Because people like me don't get compliments like that. I don't necessarily have a look. I was just wearing my, you know, my jeans that are, I like the tight ones that are like tight around the leg, and my knee-high boots. At least to me they come up to the knee. So, and I had my leatherly shirt on and my black leather, kind of looks like a blazer leather jacket. And that was it. It wasn't too, I didn't want to be like dumpy walking around, so I was a little more dressed up than I might have been normally. And then I attempted to have a mohawk. You know, I'm kind of getting the idea of what I kind of want. So it was like, wow, thank you. So to me, I'm still like, doing. So that was pretty damn awesome, on top of having fun with my sister Kim. So we started out from my dwelling and hit up the Will, because it was the closest by. And this is what I got today, and, well, this is what I got this week, because I went kind of sequential days. And pulling from the pile, I got ye old blue beanie, which I don't actually have just a plain blue beanie. I have beanies that have blue in them-ish. So I thought that was lovely. At a whopping $2. Ugh. And they're like training new people today, so like new people are coming in, which are kind of, which is kind of worrisome. So it's like, oh great, I have to do their jobs too. And the next thing I got, I wanted a picture frame for Lady Ma'at here. I found the picture online, because I don't have any statuettes of Ma'at. So I got just a random picture frame that I hope will fit. Could have been a little smaller. It's just about the right width, but not. That way I won't like set it on fire because there's a candle on the bed. She's being held up by a candle. So that's the reason I got that. For a whopping $1 bill. And or 50 cents. No, I think it was $1. And the next thing I got was to add to my literal record collection, and I found Peter, Paul, and Mary, again, raised up on public television with my grandparents. So I know who these people are. If you've ever heard Puff the Magic Dragon, welcome to the artist who did Puff the Magic Dragon. Puff the Magic Dragon. Puff Puff. I don't know if these two are related or not, but they look very similar. And they, of course, I guess Puff is on here, and then This Land Is Your Land is on here. Apparently it must have gotten wet in a musty basement, because it's kind of yucky on the bottom, you can tell on the back there. 1963. Warner Brothers Records. So, I thought that was kind of cool, and I think it was a $1 bill. And these are the things I got today at the Well. And this was kind of a random find. They had two of them, and I love the one up there. I like that one even better than this one. It's much more polished and fancy. But I had to, like, utilize my universal adapter to get it to run. This actually came with a proper cord and does work. So I picked up another frame, electronic frame, for a whopping $4. $1 cheaper than I think I got that one for. Unless I used my card. I may or may not have used my card for that one. They had another one that was like a similar size, but the picture, the actual frame part, was like this, but longer. I'm like, what the hell kind of pictures would you have in this like little? It was like a really weird format. So I picked this up for no particular reason other than I could. Apparently it had a stand, I guess. I wonder if you could stick it on a tripod. Because there's like a tripod thing, and it does work. And of course it would work if you plug it in. I've tested it. And apparently this is Westinghouse, and of course you have your, you know, places for your cards, and I've got, you know, SD cards out the wazoo. I have vague ideas of what I want to do with it, but I got another one if I need it. It was there, it needed a home, so it came home with me. And the next thing I got, I kind of had, I don't know if you may or may not have seen it yet. I wanted something fallish for the back for my pillar candles, but I couldn't find anything, so I kind of just got tall pillar candles, screwed off the base, attached them to those little tiny flower pots, and then just sort of put like glued floral plasticky things, and it works because the base was too big for where I wanted it behind me. So I'm like, okay, well I'll use that for, like, you know, before Halloween, and then like after Halloween, autumn, and that holiday that you eat turkeys, Thanksgiving. For Thanksgiving, what did they have at $2 a piece? But turkeys! So I will put these up once Halloween is gone, and I'll take down my skulls and put them on my other display. So these are pretty cool, pretty damn hefty too. I don't know. It came from Christmas Tree Shop apparently, because I think that's the it looks like their thing. So those will be my taper candle holders. I was going to call them pillar candles and not pillar candles. Pillar candles are those big ass things like that. In amongst the mall were many different shops of happy goodness, and I went to Spirit Halloween and picked up some of this, and I got this more as like maybe to use more as an adhesive for like future ideas, but having watched Pink Stylus, subscribe to him, he does some awesome stuff, and it's like liquid latex and literally toilet paper, and it's just so amazing the things he can do. I don't even hope to come close to that, but I kind of wanted it. I'm pretty sure I'm not allergic to latex. Shouldn't be, because I used latex gloves when I was doing my hair and I survived, so I figured I'd get a little one to just sort of practice before I like delved into anything really awesome. So and I used a coupon. And oh, I did get one other thing at the Will, and it was a fancy wallet that there's a buttload of room, just not enough room for the size of the American bill. So just a fold-out wallet from 9 West, which is like Sears, you know, the fancy pants thing. So this is probably like a $20 wallet, got for like $2. Yay. Back to the mall. So after we did Spirit Halloween, we hit up my favorite place. I just like drooling over their stuff. So I splurged yet again on myself, i.e. utilized their sales. Oh, I still want the whole Nightmare Before Christmas section. So I picked up some more face bling. And I've been eyeballing this like the 15 zillionth time that I go in there, and it was buy one get one for $1. So I got 2 for $12 basically, which isn't bad because they're not cheap. They're $16.50 regularly. So I picked up that one, but I like it this way. It's prettier backwards. And even Kim's like, yeah, it's prettier backwards, because I saw it this side first, and I turned it around. I'm like, meh, which is kind of okay, but I think it's a little too much, maybe. I don't know. So I'm probably going to wear it backwards, because I like the filigree and the look to that. And I got, there were 3 of them there, in like 3 varied sizes. You had like a small, medium, and a large. And the large had a little more filigree to it, but I thought this would kind of work better on my face. And I picked up that one. So I'm quite happy. I'm not sure which one I want to put in. I'll be wearing my skull one for Halloween. Which they had there. I'm like, wait a minute, this looks familiar. And it's the one with all the skulls. So, I don't know which one I want to put on. I don't know, but they're both awesome. And they're not mine. So they're like, yep, $6 a piece. And where is the rest of the pile? And next on the pile is I found that the case at the Dollar Tree, because I just needed something to put my new phone in, and I found this for 60 cents. Nope, this was 50 cents and this was 60 cents. The case itself is ugly as all hell, and it's just stickers that I guess you stick on the phone itself. But I stuck it on the case instead. So yay. And it's kind of sad when it's like the stuff on clearance is for like the newer phones, and my phone is like older than the stuff. But I managed managing to find a few leftovers. So, and they're pretty sturdy, so they're kind of reminiscent of like my ancient kind of phone cases. So I picked up these. So so when this falls apart, I'll just peel it off and then put that one on. Yay! And that's why I can afford the cheap old phones. And the last thing on the list, as I ogle thereabouts, yep, were from AC Moore. And I basically got 2 for the price of 1, because they were 60% off. And they're these little bitty boxes, or, well, they're little books that are actually boxes. So I think I know what I'm going to do. Ish, maybe, sort of, kind of. You'll probably see them behind me, if I can find a spot. I kind of like putting things in, you know. So you've got magic spells, and you've got, well, magic and spells, but the back is the same. And while we were lingering, I found this. And it's a little paper punch. It's the most adorable thing ever, because it makes that. See, I just want to forego my signature. I don't know if you can, will you just show it better maybe? Here we go. And just have this as my signature. Is that not the cutest thing ever? It's a little skull, and he was a whopping $1 bill. And they had they had a bat, but the bat was like teeny tiny, and the black cat was cute too. But again, you couldn't see them. So the skull was just the cutest little thing ever. He's about that size. So, you know, like I said, put a skull on things, automatically beautiful. So, that is my super exciting haul for today. And she was getting kind of, oh, I forgot, one more thing. Another year's worth of bleach. Now that I have less hair to deal with, I can get away with like a lesser amount of stuff, because I get like the big one online, and I'm like, well, I just don't want to deal with the hassle, and this was about the same price. And they had it, so I grabbed it. And, as I was saying, she wanted some ice cream. Finally managed to when we go to the mall, usually we go down, go up, go down, and you go back to where we started. Well, she got hungry, so we ended up in the middle of the mall, and then backtracking and loop-de-looping, so we like ping-ponged all over the mall. So we finally found an ice cream place, and it was called Tutti Frutti. It wasn't ice cream, it was frozen yogurt. And I always wanted a bubble tea, but I didn't get the bubble tea, and I kind of wish I did, because I got the mocha slushy. If I didn't know what it was, and really, really focused on it, I would have tasted any mocha. I'm like, boy, this is disappointing. But she seemed to enjoy her soft serve. So it's like, well, kind of disappointing, but it was still kind of tasty what I could taste of it. And they had on the, as we're sitting there on like a TV screen, like random, it must have been in Japan because most of these people were Asian, and it's had a very Japanese feel to it, very, is kawaii the concept I'm looking for, and it was like a practical joke thing. Some of them are like, people are that stupid, but it was like a mixture of, you know, American and Asian. And there was this one, like, really pretty Asian lady. She was talking, there was no sound, so we never knew what the hell they were saying. Talking to a guy, looking at a map, and she'd be pointing like, well, is this it? And then she'd just freeze. And of course the people talking to her were just random people on the street. And then she'd bend over and pick something up, she'd freeze. One of them that was so funny was a girl dropped her purse, wearing like this bright orange dress. She runs off, and of course, you know, out of sight of the guy that's like, oh, you dropped your purse, you know? Goes to chase after the girl. This other person comes out, dressed like the girl. He turns around, and of course she's got a beard. So the random people are looking like, oh, okay, I'm going to give this purse back to this hot lady. And they turn around, and it was like, it was the strangest thing to watch in this place. So it was a strange ending to a very adventure-filled day. So I shall stop rambling now. I think it's my blood's frozen, so I'm gotta thaw out now. So, thank you for watching. Do remember to comment, rate, share, and subscribe. There's always room for one more at the Strange and Exotic. See you next time. Bye.